Yo, 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 it's your girl, Vita. 1, 2, check, 3. Ah. Hello. Hello. I am Joan of Arc. Oh, wow. Look at me. I've killed millions to save the world. Look at me. How much does it cost me to be me? That was my little short rendition of being someone else other than yourself. How about we take off the mask and be who God made us to be? There's one thing that I know, and it was quoted by Oscar Wilde, and he says, be yourself because everyone else is taken. Julie Garland said it like this. Always be a first-rate version of yourself and not a second-rate version of someone else. How hard was that for me to take off my mask and be me? That's how people perceive you, whether you dress a certain way or if you look a certain way. Because you're trying to impress people just to get them to like you. And you say, well, everybody is doing it. The stars are doing it. Hollywood is doing it. And who doesn't want to look like a Kardashian? Hey, I'm just saying. But anyways, even looking at the stars, looking at famous people with riches and wealth. I was reading an article written by Miss Newton, and it was in a magazine that Oprah published, or puts out every month, and it's called the O Magazine. And in here, Judith Newman was talking about a lady in Hollywood who was an actress. Her and her husband both were very rich and famous. And every day for 15 years, she stole out of compulsion to keep up with what we call the Joneses, to make herself look great, to make people, when they walk into her home, to say, ooh and ah, all at the expense of stealing. So, if you want to look like someone, if you want to be like someone, how about being yourself? Let's take a look at what Christ said. Christ said in Psalms 139, he reminds us that we are fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. So if we all look like God, no matter what color, no matter what size, no matter what gender, we all look like Christ. And so since God says, hey, I made you just to be who you are, and it is something that we should accept. One thing that I've learned, in even me, I don't have it perfect. I look at myself every day in the mirror and I wonder, God, why did you make me who I am? Why am I me? Why did you choose to make me like this? Of course, like I mentioned before, who doesn't want to look sexy and appealing, and everybody looks at you when you walk down the street, especially women. We are like that. We love that attention. But when you look in the mirror and you realize God made you who he wanted you to be, fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. And if you desire to be like anyone, be like Christ. David, I think it's Benner, if I'm saying his last name correct, he wrote a book called The Gift of Being Yourself. The sacred gift of self-discovery. Something like that. And in the book he was talking about, if you want to find yourself in God. And I paraphrase that because it's kind of what he said. And it just reminds us to get to know who we are. The better way to get to know who we are is through Christ. And we can do that every day by asking God, who did you make me to be? Read his word. He will show you how beautiful you are inside and out so that we can be a reflection of him. Remember, be yourself.